Hello, it's Zia, and today's topic is about um, cover songs. Yay! Um, Still need to break that habit. Well, I am a big Killers fan, the musical group The Killers. Um, I own all three of their albums. I do not own the compilation album or whatever it is. Not Shadow Play. Sawdust. I don't own that, but the studio albums I do own. And I was listening to some concerts of theirs, and I heard Shadow Play, which is a cover song. It's a cover version of Joy Division's song. And so I was reading the comments on YouTube, and their fans were really getting upset. I'm not gonna say all of them, but the very vocal ones on there were so upset. Like, one of them called the Killers gutless and they have no bite to them, and someone else said they were trying to make money off of this song because they had no fans, and someone said that Brendan Flowers should kill himself, the lead singer. There was just like a lot of other things, like they were really upset about this, and it kind of shocked me, but in a way it didn't, because I kind of could relate to that. But still, just to see how worked up they were about this cover version, I thought about, I'm like, almost every artist out there does a cover version of another song. It's just not this band, and they do have a couple cover versions, but I believe I believe all of their songs on their studio albums are their own material that they wrote it themselves. It's not a cover version of anything else. On Sawdust, I believe they made. I know they definitely have one which is Shadow Play, but the others, um, I'm not sure about because I haven't heard it. But to me, it's just like, oh, why the animosity when someone covers your song? Don't you realize that in turn may lead to more fans for your favorite band or artist? That just, it opens it even more. But they didn't see it like that, and they shouldn't have touched the song. And the funny part about the whole thing is that they got permission to use the song. Actually, they were asked and were reluctant to do it. It wasn't like they said, "Okay, we're gonna do Shadow Play." No, Joy Division asked them to do the song for the movie Control, which is about Ian Curtis's life. So it's just funny how they are, kind of trying to badmouth the band about doing the song when their favorite band asked them to do it. So clearly, Joy Division doesn't have a problem with the Killers, but these fans do. And then I was having a conversation with one of them, and he's just like, they don't have. Well, the one who's about they didn't have any bite, and they're this and they're that, and he's just looking for that emotion. And I'm just like, you're trying to recreate a specific singer. That's not gonna happen. Brian Flowers is his own singer. He has his own persona on stage in his voice, just like every other singer. You can't recreate something. You can try to, but if he was trying to do that, they would trying to criticize the band even more. So it's a lose-lose situation. But it just reminds me of how I felt 5 years ago with "And I Am Telling You" by Jennifer Hudson, and it was originally sang by Jennifer Holliday. And I love the original version. And I kind of felt like some parts, like it was a decent enough song, but I kind of felt like some parts she messed up for me that I really enjoy. Because I'm the kind of person, when I listen to this song, I enjoy every nook and cranny of it, like the instruments, whatever, the voices, just the pauses. I enjoy it. And then she rearranged it. And the thing about cover versions is that you have to make it your own. You don't have to, but it's good to make it your own while paying, homage or whatever to someone else. But I just didn't like it. And I didn't want her to touch the song. So in that instance, I do understand. And then everybody, oh my God, you just kept raving about it. I'm just like, have you guys heard the original? It's so much better. So I can understand that respect. But at the same time, I wasn't bad mouthing Jennifer. Like, she sucks and she shouldn't have touched the song because she doesn't know what she's doing. Blah, blah. In the Killer's case, they have well, at the time they had 2 albums behind them in a compilation album. Jennifer had American Idol behind her and in a movie, which is why I felt like there was a big to do about hers. Well, Simon said she wouldn't make it. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I like Jennifer Aniston, but I just felt like at the time, if she didn't live up to the media's expectations, she was gonna fall hard. She didn't. She's still doing great, which is good. But that's just how I felt at the time. I got over it. I don't listen to the version because I don't want to. But I'm not gonna go on YouTube and say she sucked because she doesn't. She's a good enough person. I have nothing against her. But then there's I Will Always Love You, sang by Whitney Houston, but originally it was sang and it was written by Dolly Parton. And I believe this Whitney's version is more popular than the original version. And there's Hurt. I don't know which version of that song is popular because it's by 9 Inch Nails but covered by Johnny Cash. And I like Johnny Cash version more. And then there's A Woman's Work and This Woman's Work. And her fans, Kate Bush's fans, is not as bad as Joy Division's, or at least the vocal ones. It's not all Joy Division fans are the same, but I forgot what they were saying, but it's just like some fans really take it personally when their song is covered. It's like they feel like you are attacking them for touching the song, and it's not like that. These are just versions of the songs that got popular. Sometimes they are more popular just as, or not as popular, but at the end of the day, it's a cover version. And also the songs are about interpretation, and there's nothing, people just have different interpretations about songs. I believe that most of the songs I listed have different interpretations of the same things. Well, Hurt definitely does, and Shadow Play, I believe, and even This Woman's Work, because when Maxwell sang it, you felt like it was about her life struggle in general. But when Kate Bush sang it, it was about a woman giving birth, which is what the song was written about. But I'm telling you, it's basically about the same thing: a man leaving a woman. There's no way around it. And I haven't heard Dolly Parton's version of I Will Always Love You, so it's just like I can't really talk about that one. But with Hurt, they had said that it does have a completely different interpretation when Trent sings it and then when Johnny sings it. So, and I forget the main point that I wanted to make about this video, but it just seems like some people they hate you and they hate the artist that covers the song, and it's not that serious. I mean, you don't have to listen to it. You don't even have to like it. No one's forcing you to, but it's just, yes, that's the point. We all have different tastes. And I noticed like the biggest distance, like there's a, I can't remember articulate it right now, but with heavy metal fans and rap fans, there's just like this animosity towards each other. And not all of them, but those who just listen to heavy metal and things similar to that, and those who just listen to rap and things similar to that. If they don't like cross over in their taste, most of them, not even most of it, but there's a very few very vocal few who resents the other genre. They're just like, oh, this genre sucks, it doesn't make any sense. They say this about each other. Like, it's so funny that they hate each other so much. And I encountered one of these guys, and I think he asked me who I listened to, or maybe he assumed that I listened to rap, and he's just like, oh, no. I had a friend, and I was telling him about a rap song that I found funny, and this guy was trying to have a conversation or ask the other person something. So he was just saying, oh, you know, rap sucks. All they do is copy off of other people's music, and they don't write their own lyrics, blah, blah, da, da, da. And then I had a conversation with someone about rap, and then they're attacking heavy metal. And it's just like people don't realize that there are some artists who write their own music and do their own arrangements, but there are some artists who do not, and they're very successful. That's just the way it is. But some heavy metal fans just really feel like rap is the lowest form of music you can have, or it's that it's not even music because of all the mainstream rap that's on the radio. And that's the problem. It's just like these same heavy metal fans really don't listen to mainstream artists because they hate them. And it's not just rap, so but they will sing rap because they just hate it so much and it's just so bad. And the most terrible thing you can ever do is be a rap artist. But it's just like the flip side is just the same thing. Well, rap listeners don't say that heavy metal fans in the mainstream thing, they don't say that, or at least I haven't heard them say that. But they say it don't make any sense, and it's all yelling and about hate and killing. Like it's so much stereotypes going on in these opinions, and basically the whole point of this might be rambling, is that why can't we just all get along? Why can't we just either leave our differences alone if it's going to be an argument, or at least try to find out more about what we're talking about? And both these sides, few of them, they assume things without checking into it. They just assume the worst about the other genre and they expect us to run with it. And it just seems like they really have so much hatred. It just reminds me of cover versions, how these people really have some really have so much hatred for who's ever covering the song or the band they really love. And the funny thing about the Killers, getting back to them, is that they are partially inspired by Joy Division. Ian Curtis had committed suicide in 1980, and the band decided not to continue but to make a new band called New Order. With New Order in 2001, I believe, I could be wrong, they had a fictional band in one of their videos for their song Crystal, and the band was called The Killers, which is where they got their name from. But in other songs, throughout their albums for the most part, you can see influences by Joy Division, and they even mention frequently that Joy Division is a huge influence on them, or somewhat of an influence, and they mention other bands as well. So it's not like the Killers is taking this song and claiming it as their own and they wrote it, and even if they didn't write it, the first version sucks and they had to make it better. It's more like they were asked to, but they were, paying homage to this band and showing them how much they enjoy them. Even as a Joy Division fan, if you don't enjoy this song, it doesn't mean that the Killers should be disrespected because they were asked to do it. And even if they weren't asked to do it, they still, wanted to express their love for the band by performing this song, which is not a problem. But that is what I wanted to talk about, and I am finished. Hopefully you enjoy the video. You can drop some comments, and that is all.